Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and Happy New Year. I hope New Year will be better than last year and all the world finally could get rid of the pandemic and get back to the normal life. Today I'm gonna show you how to paint beautiful wet and wet watercolor flower. I picked bindweed flower, this reference photo, but as you know, I don't want to go for detail and I have my own choice. I just look at the reference photo for few inspiration, and then I do my own flower. Okay, let's start with wetting the paper, and as you see, I just did outline of the flower, not details of it, and I apply the first layer, which is very light color, and I spread the color around the flower as well because I want circulation of the color. I have whatever color I have in the flower go to the background too. Okay, the first color I used is a neutral tint, but very, very light. And then emerald green with yellow ochre for the center. And for the darker value, I just add Vandyke brown. So I can use thicker color. I mean the same color, but with more consistency for the darker area. I switch to sword brush and do the petals. I mean, as you see, the lines or strokes, whatever I'm doing here, they go towards the center with the shape of the petals. I mean, you need to follow the shape of the petals, which is a little curved. Now I add a little violet rose to the cobalt blue that I used for the shadow parts, but the same thing, I just go towards the center, or sometimes from the center towards the edge of the petals. Sometimes I use round brush because I want to use the sharp tip of it. And for bigger strokes, I just use sword brush. We don't need details right now because we add them later. The paper is still wet, so I need to have colors with more consistency. And as you see, I'm trying to, with negative painting, build up the center of the flower, make the shape of the center. Okay, for background, I'm using the same colors, Vandyke brown, neutral tint, and the mixture that I had with emerald green plus yellow ochre for the background. And because the paper is still wet, they blend to each other. I mean, from background, a few color go inside the petals, which is considered as happy accident. And I'm totally receptive. Yellow ochre for this part, and don't use the same color around the flower for background. Try to keep variety for the background. And at the same time, I'm trying to shape the flower a little bit. And of course, I need stronger color, I mean, colors with more consistency. But I'm trying to use the same color as much as possible, because you know, in watercolor, if you keep the palette limited, the result would be way better. You can have few suggestions for leaves too. You know, the background is not that much important because the focus and the focal point is a flower. So I just put few strokes in background to show the leaves, but not in detail. With fingernail, you can create those light white stamen inside, because the paper is wet, so you can do it. Okay, now with thicker color pigment, I'm trying to establish the shape of the petals. And also I can exaggerate the shadow inside the petals by adding a few cobalt blue, or wash the background into the petals. But remember, the paper is still wet. Now it's time to do a little detail. Little details inside, like those red stamen. Actually, for these small little dots, I'm using two colors, Alizarin orange and Alizarin crimson, because I want them to be three-dimensional. And with this brush, which is liner, I try to create tiny little lines towards the center. The reference photo and all the details, like the brushes and paper, are in the description below. Make sure to check them out. For the violet ones, I use violet rose, and mauve could be good choice for this one. And again, straight down to the center. I add a little green inside because I feel it's more green. But for sure you need to wash them out. Now the paper is dry. I mean, actually the part I'm working on. So I need a very watery color, and also I need to fade the harsh edges by washing them. You know, you can add more detail by using wet and dry technique. Few shadows will help to make the flower more dimensional. And also a shadow of those stamen. And of course you can exaggerate those dark areas around the petals, and actually you can make negative shapes of leaves too. Few dark suggestions would be enough. You can wash some of them out, but also you can keep some harsh strokes around. But they shouldn't be same shape and the same size. I mean, they have to be not to be even. Okay, time to sign it. All done. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time in another video. Take care and have a good one.